Hey y'all, we live, we live, we live. I'm doing this on a whim. I didn't really plan to film, but I was thinking like I should just like film things that I really enjoy doing. You're probably gonna hear some dogs in the background because there's always dogs around here barking. This is what they do. So I really like cooking. So I was like, I would make a video of me cooking. Um, and what I decided to make, I went to my corner store. They don't have a really big selection. But that, oh hey girl, I'm talking right now what I'm about to cook. So I have went to the local little corner store, the bodega. I don't really call it a bodega here, but basically went to the corner store. They got very select kind of thing. And I usually only buy, like, I'm more of a person that buys a lot of produce. So when I go there, I get some produce, but their produce don't be always up to par. Sometimes I go and buy cabbage there, but the cabbage was looking whack today. And I was like, you know what? I need something with protein today. So I basically am going to make black bean burgers, vegan black bean burgers. Here are my black beans right here. And this is a basic, I use a can of Goya, the Goya black beans, and I put it in this strainer basically. And I let they have like the little saucy stuff that be in there. So I let that drain out. And then I basically rinsed them too. So they rinsed. I found this, and of course I wash my hands. I found this recipe online that I'm gonna use, and I might actually, while we're doing this, I'm probably make this a little bit smaller so I can read y'all what it say on the ingredients. Oh no, that's not. Oh, okay. So basically, this recipe calls for um, 2 cups of black beans, 4 green onions chopped. They said a lime for zest, but I don't have a lime. I could go and pick up a lime, but I'm just not gonna do that because whatever. They're still gonna be good. Chili flakes or pepper flakes, ground cumin. I don't have cumin, so I'm gonna use my favorite turmeric. So I'm gonna use turmeric instead. I might just move this pan because that's not cute. I'm still here. I'm just moving the pan. So yeah. So I'm gonna do that. It says cilantro, salt, pepper, oil, whatever. That seems pretty standard in general. Um, it says that I have to drain and rinse the beans, which I've already done. Then I'm gonna grab a big bowl and smash them in there because I have to smash the beans basically. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get a bowl. So wait 1 second. I'm gonna rinse out my bowl. Right now I have the oven on because it also asked for me to do flaxseed, ground flaxseed. I don't have flaxseed, but they said that or breadcrumbs. So I have the oven on right now because I'm going to bake, put the bread in the oven to toast. We don't have, at where I live, we don't have a toaster. We don't really, anything can be made in the oven at the end of the day. Do you really need a toaster? And also, the microwave is high key problematic, so we don't have a microwave either. But I always cook here, and if I don't have certain things, I substitute it for other stuff. So I just rinsed out this really cool bowl here, and I'm gonna pour my black beans and they're pretty dry. I'm gonna pour my black beans in here, and then I'm going to mash up these beans basically. And I want to find something that I really want to use to mash them up with. Let's see. Oh, I was about to do some. See, so the reason why I think growing up ghetto is so important is because when I don't have things, I always can use my imagination. And I think a lot about living in the hood when you don't have certain resources, you find ways to make things still, which just teaches you important life skills, honestly. So I am going to use this. Usually I think they use this for like potatoes and stuff to mash. I have no clue what this is called. So yeah. So supposedly I'm supposed to mash these up. They say don't mash them up too much though. That's what I'm gonna put the bread in there. So they said maybe I should. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Look at that. They said don't mash them up too small because you want it to hold like some sort of consistency. So they said don't mash them up too. So, and I like this because if we get cut in the corners, I still can smash it. You know what I mean? He said don't smash it up too small, right? This does call for me to put them in the what do you call it? Put them in the fridge for a few. So what we're gonna get to today is not me. Basically, you're not gonna see the end product because I'm not gonna have my live on for that long. But you will see the product of them being like actually put together to make the burger, you know. So what I'm gonna do right now, I got my little toast right here. Put that on aluminum foil because I can't stand when stuff gets stuck to things, even though the toast might not get stuck, but I just put aluminum foil on things just to do it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put this in the oven. I feel like 10 minutes should be enough. So we got our mash, our Munster mash, black beans, right? That's just the first step. I got those. I'm gonna put this to the side. It calls for, again, like I said, an onion. It says a green onion. I do have a pretty new onion. I don't think it's a green onion. It's like more of a yellow onion, but onion is an onion if you ask me. I mean, onions do taste differently. Different onions have different tastes. Like purple onions definitely go better in like salads. Maybe even though I cook with them often too, but you know, they're better than having like a white onion in your salad. They just have a different kind of flavor, a little sweeter. I think sometimes, I don't really know. I'm just using words that I think people use when they cook. So I'm just peeling this skin off because I don't, you know, just gonna make it easier when I cut it, then I don't have to be trying to peel it off when I do it. But yeah, we have this onion. I'm gonna cut this onion. Gonna rinse it, of course. I'm gonna be, and you know they always say when you cook you should be cleaning too, right? So just making sure I don't have too much of a mess going on here. And I got spinach out. It's because I made a smoothie earlier, which was like, earlier was like 30 minutes ago, but we don't need that. Let me get my little, see, I'm supposed to have all the stuff already prepared. I ain't had stuff prepared. Okay, so we got our onion here. I will have on my rings so y'all can see my bling, but you know, can't do that while you're cooking. Yeah, so have my onion. Gonna get a knife. Gonna rinse my knife. So I don't really feel like I really want that much in there. So maybe we'll just do half of the onion. I'm gonna place it back in the little bag. But yeah. Should have cut this little thing off. The little butt of the onion. So I can't say if I'm cooking correctly or if I'm not cooking correctly, but what I do know is this is how I cook. This is usually how I cook. This is how I cut things. Is it right? I don't know. But cutting those, and then see, look at I'm messing up. Oh Lord. But after I cut these, does it say it needs to be? It just says chopped. But I don't know if that means that it needs to be chopped small. Well, they would say if it was chopped small, they would say diced, right? Because y'all, this getting crazy. Well, this is usually me. If something happens, if something goes wrong, then I just do this like I'm crushing a freaking piece of garlic or something. So I'm gonna add this to our little mash. See, I didn't do it too big. I didn't smash them too small, the black beans. But I'm gonna just add that. Not a lot. I don't feel like it needs to be that much. So my excess, honestly, I'm one of those people, if I dice something up in this, extra, I definitely, if I dice it up in this extra, I keep the extra dices because I hate throwing away food. Oh my God. And I'm probably going to use this anyway tomorrow because I'm going to probably have some kale or some cooked kale for like lunch or something. So then I will use that. Basically, it's not going to go to waste. I was thinking about making fries with mine, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know how I feel about that yet. So then it says that we need some pepper flakes. Woo! The onion. Let me wash my hands. Let me wash my hands because the onions get into my eyes and they make my eyes burn. Woo! We don't need that. We don't need that, honey. Let me rinse this off too. Because the onions be trying to come at you, boo. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Woo! I'm sorry, y'all. Woo! Hold on. Woo. You see my eyes are really water. I swear. Onions be. Woo! I don't even know why. My eyes are watering. Just wash my hands in the bowl. Okay. I'm back. Okay. So some pepper flakes. So I had found some pepper flakes. See, this is hood cooking with Shay because I found this little packet of pepper flakes because I usually have a thing of it, but I had bought some fresh jalapenos, but I don't feel like dicing that and doing all of that, so we're not gonna do that. So they said the pepper flakes. I just put the pepper flakes and cumin, and I think I'm pronouncing this right, but instead I'm gonna use the turmeric. I mean, there's a lot of benefits to me using the turmeric. The taste will be kind of similar anyway. Also, turmeric is really good for you. And then we got some garlic powder. They wanted me to add garlic powder. I'm not measuring none of this. This is part of the thing too. I literally am not measuring anything. I probably shouldn't have measured because it told me. Then I'm gonna be mad because it didn't come out right or something. So this says cilantro. Guess what I got? I got some cilantro. Cilantro. How they be doing on the makeup things? Cilantro. It said add the cilantro. Okay, did that. It says salt, pepper, and oil. But they said the oil It's optional, so I don't have to put the oil. Using some sea salt. Supposedly there's some really good benefits to sea salt. I mean, while we're here and while we're doing this, I might as well just tell y'all also about. Wait 1 second. Give me a second. I might as well tell y'all about my dating life. Even though I was gonna make like a video about it, I'm just gonna tell y'all here because why not? So basically, I had one on this date. Well, yeah, I went on this date. I can't say if the first one was a date, but he a cool dude. But I don't know if it was a date only because we already knew each other, and I don't know. But I don't want to get into that because you never know who'll be watching your channel, and you don't want nobody to be like, you said we get on a date, but we didn't get on a date. You know, I'm just not about the drama, honey. And so now I'm just mixing all the stuff together. But basically, this Saturday, I went on a date with this very nice guy. I found out he was a Scorpio. So I don't know if y'all know about the dating site Hinge, but Hinge is this new dating site. And honestly, 100%, I like it way better than I like Tinder. Tinder is problematic for many reasons because, you know, people get on there mostly for hookups. And so if you try to go on there and seriously date people, it can happen because I did seriously date somebody that I met off Tinder when I used to live in San Jose. So I'm not going to say that it cannot happen. It can happen. But like 80% of the time, that's not the case, okay? So, and if y'all, hold on, let me wash my hands. Now I done got distracted, okay? You know, I didn't cough in my hand, but I just, so basically, Hinge is better than Tinder because people, I feel like it doesn't have the same reputation, you know, that Tinder does. So I went on there. I like the way it's set up because the way that it's set up is like you add pictures and then they have like these little quirky questions that you can select, like their question prompts. And so you can decide to finish the sentence or whatever, or sentence prompts or whatever you call it, or to answer the question. And it's cute. It'll be like, the craziest thing I ever done was, you know, jump from go skydiving or something, you know, cute stuff like that, whatever. But I like it because of that. So mine's is like, I don't got my phone with me because I will show y'all just what's on there, but it's okay. So basically, when I got everything I need in here, y'all, I didn't put no pepper in, y'all didn't tell me. So basically, I went, get that Trader Joe's pepper. I think this is Trader Joe's. No, it's not Trader Joe's, but black pepper. So basically, oh, honey, I don't think nothing I've been there. So we had one. I had one on the side. Who was we, honey? So I like Hinge. I got my little profile together. It was cute and stuff. So before I went on this date, I had been talking to this one guy. He was from the East Coast too. He was hella cute. I was like, oh my goodness, okay, we're going on that date. And he was about it. I was like, okay, I like the way he's doing this. I like the way he like try to hang out, like, you know what I mean? Like go on a date, go on a proper date. But then he got mad weird, y'all. He got so freaking weird. So I couldn't even, I stopped talking to him because he got mad weird. Like, and I was just like, nah, not for me. And I posted some of it too. Let me see what happened. What happened was like, what did he do? Oh, he's like, you want to go to Vegas with me? Vegas? So I was kind of weirded. But if you know me, I'm the type of person that's very spontaneous. So the chances of me going was a possibility because, you know, whatever. But I was like, okay, if that was the case, what are the deets on this? Like, you want to meet up? You trying to buy me? Like, what is this? What is this situation? Because I don't know you, and I'm not sleeping in a room with you. Because that's just kind of weird. Because I just met you. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to do all of that. Basically, I'm trying to get to know somebody. So he's like, I'm like, nah, I'm good because I don't really know you like that, and also you haven't told me no details. And I asked him to call me so we could actually talk about it. Then he started joking and all this stuff, but then he was like, well, you're just as you can get in the same level of danger in Vegas that you would get in LA. Okay, is that supposed to make me feel comfortable and want to go with you? No, buddy. Let's see what that bread is doing though first. Ooh, it's crunchy, y'all. Hold on. Let me get the little scoop. Let's scoop. Look at that, ain't that cute? Scoop. Okay, so let's get this. And remember, we have put the little bread up in there for the breadcrumbs. So they say the breadcrumbs. Okay. So what I'm gonna do with that is I'm just crumble it up and put it in there, but let's let it cool down. Well, I'm gonna just do it now. So basically, I'm like, nah, I'm good, sir, because you haven't called me yet, and I feel weird about it. You know, I'm like, nah, that's gonna be enough for me, young man. So he's like, he just got weird after that and started saying stuff, and I was just like, then I posted on Instagram. I was like, yo, what do y'all think about this dude? He hella creepy. Should I give him a chance? Like, actually, I didn't say he was creepy. I was just like, should I give him a chance? Everybody was like, nah, because that's hecka creepy. What he talking about? So basically, I blocked him. And I don't really like to block people if I'm invested in some sort of relationship with them. Like, and I'm just speaking of relationship in general to a person. A friendship. I don't like to block people. But because I don't know him and I'm not invested in him, I don't have nothing to be trying to work through. You showed me that you're a creeper, and goodbye. So I blocked him. Then I went on this other date. That was off of Tinder. Okay, we talking about him. So now we got to get to this date that happened Saturday, right? So I like the way he approached me from the beginning. I was here for it because he wrote me. He was like, he actually read through my profile. Oh my goodness, whoa. You know, that is just awesome when somebody reads what you took out time to do. I was like, how freaking cute is this? So he's like, he hit me up like, I always wanted to go to African American Museum. I'm like, oh, for real? He's like, I ain't say, oh, for real. He's just like, you want to go with me sometimes? And we was talking and it went cute. And it wasn't like, not like when dudes be trying to rush stuff like in a way of like, when they try to rush things and it's like, I don't think that's the thought that I wanted to say. Basically, I appreciate a guy that's for it, that's about actually dating. I do not respond to dudes that be like, how you doing? And let me tell you why. Because not that it's a bad thing to say how you doing, but how it usually goes is, how you doing? I'm good. How are you? Then the next thing they say, you real sexy. Right? Okay. Well, this guy's not here to take me on a date. He's here to be sexual. So then I'm like, oh my goodness. I used to respond to it like, oh, thank you, blah, 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 whatever. Now I'll just be like, okay, well, we're not going to do that, because 9 times out of 10, them be the dudes that you start talking to and you never hang out with. And basically, when I say talking to, these dudes want to text you all day. The same thing. What you doing? How you doing? Well, you would know what I was doing if you ask me on an actual date. Then you can know what I'm doing, how I'm doing, and what I'm doing. But you haven't done that because you don't want to go on dates. You're trying to hook up. So basically, I was like, old dude wasn't doing all that. He was just like, you got straight to the point. I said, okay, you got straight to the point, no time. I'm like, and I was like, that's what I like to say. And so I kind of want to pour these crumbs in there because I don't really want to. Gotta use that wheat bread too, baby. Got that wheat bread. Okay. I could probably put some type of. That bread smells good. I don't know why it smells good like that. So I really liked his approach. You know, he seemed quirky. I like the way he texted. I like what he was texting about. You know, like, let's hang out. I mean, let's go on a date. What time is good for you? Blah, blah, blah. Da, da, da. We talked a little bit about the fact that I'm trying to start a business because he read that in my profile. See, because he reads. He reads. And I was like, okay, this cool. I can get jiggy with this. So we went on this date. He didn't text me too much either. Okay, it's like there just needs to be a healthy amount of texting. Like if you're going to hang out, I feel like the amount of texting you should be doing is talking about, for instance, like little flirty texts are cool, you know, little updated texts are cool. If you think about something else you want to do on a date, ask someone if they're interested. I like that kind of stuff. But like, if we're going on a date and you text me every day, talking about what you doing, hey, listen. Just be intentional about your questions is my point. And I like that he did that. So I did a little bread situation. So, these about to be good, y'all. I'm wondering if I should put a little oil. I'm gonna put a little oil. So we're going to say, so cute, y'all. So cute. So we went to the African American Museum. So listen, think about me. If I look, I'm gonna put this to grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil. Thing about me is I really do love museums like a lot. So you already have me when you say you want to go to the museum. So I'm saying, you say you want to go to the museum? Oh, we going to the museum because I love the museum. So to go to African American Museum, even though I've been there before, it's okay. I can go to the museum all day. That's my point. I don't mind going 52 times. So go to the museum. Museum's so cute. We're having a really good conversation. I'm like, yes, you know what I mean? I know we have a lot of more things in common. Yes, again, here for that. I'm gonna pour a little oil in the pan. So, and I'm like, should I put them on the? No, I'm just put it on the pan. So after that, I always wanted to go. There was a powwow, and for those of you who don't know what a powwow is, it's a native. People who are native to this region, the Americas. A lot of people have powwows, which are celebrations to celebrate native arts, craft, dance, music, just arts, and you know. So there's also people selling their art, selling their jewelry, and I got these two rings, that one and that one, which. You can see my color scheme is kind of the same, but I got this really cute white one too. It's kind of like this, but it's white. It's got a white stone instead. So I always been wanting to go to a powwow. I'm gonna take off my rings, but I did want to show y'all that. So I always wanted to go to a powwow. One of my friends who grew up on the res, I've been wanting to go to that one. It's in New York for 9 years, so I haven't. But then I went on this website and I saw that LA was having a powwow. So you can still listen, but I just want to show you, this is the mixture right here. That's the beans and the bread and the onions and the pepper flakes and everything. So I'm gonna just make some little patties like that, you know. Um, I think I'm gonna get a plate to put this on because I do want to cool it first and then put it in the oven. So we went to that. That was so cute and sweet, and I just appreciate when when a date just feels natural, and because I think too often we all of us people who grew up with like Disney and shit, like we're always trying to over romanticize everything. And it's just like sometimes the people you end up dating and the people that you end up, really being with are the people that you felt most natural with. It didn't have to be like this whimsical, unnecessary, like extraness, and not to say that's a bad thing, but also it's just not always realistic. Like, and the thing about it is if you get married or whatever the case might be, I always hear that, basically, okay, I didn't make those even at all. Basically it's like, this honeymoon phase. And that's even when you start dating someone, there's always like this honeymoon phase. And the fact still remains like that you need to still get to know this person. But I think it's always a good sign to feel like you can easily relate to someone, even if you have difference in styles and opinions and stuff like that. And that's just how I felt on this date. Now, I'm not telling you this to be like, oh my God, I'm getting engaged next week. I just wanted to update y'all about my dating right now. That was only one date. We haven't gone on another date. If we do, I'll let people know. Look at this freaking zipper. Because I'm too thick. I'm just too thick. It's not open. It's just, thick in your pants. It'd be like, we just gonna cover that. Either way, so it was just a really cute date. I got to do something that I care about and that's culturally important. And both things. I love art. I love learning about people's cultures and supporting especially indigenous people, whether they are indigenous African people or indigenous, just people of this earth or the Americas or whatever the case might be. So that was just really nice to do. And he was down for it. And you know what? I forgot to say, one thing I really liked was that how excited he was to hang out. And it wasn't overbearing. It was more like, I'm excited to see you. I'm excited to learn more about like the work you do. Like that is just a breath of fresh air. Like honestly, when people really be trying to get to know you. But it was so cute, y'all. And I'd do it again. And if he would like to, he said he was gonna text me. If he would like to do it again, I would be down for it because that's all I want. I don't want nobody trying to do no extra stuff and stressing me out. Okay, so those are the patties, y'all. Look at that. That's nice. You know what I wish I had was some peppers that I want to put. I put the other peppers, but I didn't put the peppers. But I was thinking about making some. I have this red potato and this, I don't know, brown potato. I don't know what it's called, y'all. But I'm definitely going to put this on the bun. On my bread. And might make fries, but I don't think so. This should last me a while, though. But, what was I going to say? I wanted to make these because I also didn't want to use eggs. I think that I'm a little sick right now because, and y'all probably hear it in my voice, I was going to record a podcast today, but my voice has been wild. So I was like, nah, I'm good. I want my voice to be, on point when I'm recording my podcast. But where did that come from? I'm just trying to figure out where the shiny stuff came from. I don't know, but sometimes things get sloppy. But yeah, I wanted to make these, and these ones in particular because, and they're vegan. And they're vegan because I didn't want to use egg. And because I just didn't, because last week I ate egg and I ate something, oh, cheese too. And then my voice started feeling like this. So I'm like, I kind of feel like those animal products definitely contributed to what's happening right now with my throat. So I was like, I need to go back to my normal diet because I'm not with it. So I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I oiled this pan, little heart-shaped pan, and I'm gonna put this in the fridge for a while. Then I'm gonna put them on the baking sheet, and I'm gonna bake them. I'm gonna bake them instead of putting them on frying them up. Um, I don't know how long that's gonna take. Probably should read that and see how long they say it will take to put it in the oven. But I'm hoping that this will last me today and tomorrow. I don't think I should have to. I might not. I don't really know. But basically, I just wanted to tell y'all about my dating, and I wanted to cook with y'all. And the reason why I'm excited is, here's what I'll say. I don't want nobody to think I'm hyped about this particular person because, it's too soon to know all of that. But I am excited for myself that I have made a step to trusting people again, especially after kind of some things that happened in the Bay. And if you see my first video, you'll see all that stuff. But the point is, I'm really happy because I feel like I've been really manifesting a lot of great things in my life and focusing and being intentional about what I want to see happen for me. And I am pushing to always be even better with my intentionality, even more focused, even more present, and finding ways to have healthy boundaries and healthy relationships with people. Now, do I mess up? Yes, I do. But that's a part of the intentionality. The intentionality comes in a way that's like, okay, you're not perfect. No one's perfect. How do you meet each other where you're at? How do you continue to do that? How do you ask the right questions? How do you just communicate better and have better relationships with people in general? And dating is one of those forms of building a relationship. And I'm excited that I'm out here again. And I'm out here and I'm dating and I'm meeting new people on more intentional terms and more healthy terms. And so, yeah, we got to be gentle with ourselves, but we also got to give ourselves props when we do just dope things. I think it's dope. I feel like I'm proud of myself for getting back out there and like moving past, working through healing and, kind of getting out of this realm of victimizing myself, because I was doing that for a while and I'm just like over it. I'm not over it. I'm over victimizing myself because I really do deserve somebody who's going to come into my life and vice versa me to them, and try to be my healthiest self, and they strive to be their healthiest self. So I wanted to make that video, but along with all of these things that come, most people know that I haven't really eaten meat in a long time anyway, well, red meat in specific. And like I mostly, even though I still eat chicken sometimes and seafood, I'm mostly on a day-to-day basis I'm just eating mad fruits and vegetables. So I wanted to show you kind of how I cook. And I like to try new things. I've never made black burger in my life. I just followed this recipe because, the thing about it is when you have the ability to, to learn how to cook, anything can become a meal. And you don't, even when you're at your lowest budget wise, you can still, for such a small amount of money, make a meal like this. And you're getting protein, Your vegetables, you know what I mean? It's like it's a lot that you're getting from it, and you don't have to, and it's inexpensive. So I just wanted to put that out there too. Like I didn't have to spend a lot to make this meal. Like, and I used stuff that was in some stuff that was already in my kitchen. I did buy the black beans. I did buy, yeah, I bought the black beans. Everything else I already had at the crib, and I didn't even know I was gonna make back, burgers. What I was gonna make was rice and black beans and kale. But I was like, that is so boring. I should make something that I would like. And I had this bread, and I'm like, I need to use this bread before it goes bad. I do not like when food goes bad. I'm not a fan of that. So I was like, I want to do that. I'm gonna just put this in the fridge too. So basically, I was like, I don't want to. We should like put something on the wall. I don't usually film in here, so it don't be mattering. But I think it'd be cute if we had something on that wall, right? We put something on that wall because the rest of our house is not cute. You know what I mean? But our kitchen looking OD plain. So yeah, I just wanted to show people that you can eat good inexpensively. Um, I have this tomato. And I'm gonna put like a little bit of spinach because I already have some spinach, and I got some honey mustard. I don't think I have ketchup. I can go and buy some ketchup, but I might not because I'm not about to be doing all that. But yeah, gonna do that, and see, I'm gonna end this video because I'm coughing now. Thank you for tuning in to Cooking with Shay in LA. And if you want more videos like this, go ahead and put the little thing at the bottom. Also, make sure that you subscribe. Subscribe, okay? Because subscribing is important. It helps me out. That also helps you get notifications. You know what I mean? So do it. Thanks. Bye. Have a good day. Love you all.